There are those who dedicate themselves to a sense of honor, to a life of courage, and a commitment to something greater than themselves. They have always defended this nation and each other. They still do. The few, the proud, the Marines.
The Marine Corps has exciting opportunities for qualified men and women to serve their country as a Marine musician.
We have responsibilities as Marines, and that being in the band field, we have a privilege that we get to represent what the Marine Corps stands for.
Watch this video and find out more about what it takes to become part of the Marine Corps under the Musician Enlistment Option Program. Musicians have been a part of the Marine Corps since it was formed on 10 November 1775. On July 11, 1798, President John Adams approved a bill authorizing the Marine Corps to enlist a drum major, 1 fife major, and 32 drummers and fifers. On August 21, 1800, the Marine Band presented its first public concert in Washington, D.C. On March 4, 1801, the Marine Band performed for Thomas Jefferson's inauguration and has played at every presidential inauguration since. The Marine Band was given the title, the President's Own, by President Jefferson and has had the distinction of having John Philip Sousa as its director from 1880 to 1892. Stationed at our nation's capital are the 86 members of the Commandant's Own U.S. Marine Drum and Bugle Corps, residing at Marine Barracks at 8th and I Streets. They perform a repertoire of martial, patriotic, and popular music that inspires audiences across the nation and even abroad. With over 170,000 Marines stationed around the world, we have 12 more Marine Corps bands attached to major Marine Corps commands and bases. Marine Corps bands are located in Virginia, Southern California, North and South Carolina, Hawaii, Georgia, New Orleans, and Okinawa, Japan. These professional musical organizations have provided thousands of Marines the opportunity to serve their country in a uniquely patriotic role while gaining skills and experience as musicians and as leaders. The musical mission of the Marine Corps Band has several objectives. The first is to provide musical support for military ceremonies and official functions. The second role is that of community relations. Marine Corps bands have the responsibility of serving as musical ambassadors of goodwill and community involvement, sharing firsthand the Marine Corps' core values of honor, courage, and commitment.
The characteristics and traits that it takes to be a good musician are the same characteristics and traits that it takes to be a good Marine.
Each Marine Corps band consists of 50 Marine Corps musicians who perform in several different settings. The concert band performs for festivals, community concerts, educators' conferences, and special events. Marine Corps bands have performed at such prestigious events as the Gotemba International Music Festival in Japan and the Queensland Brass Band Championships in Australia. Marine Corps bands perform at world-class venues such as Carnegie Hall, the Minato Mariah Hall in Yokohama, Japan, and the Center for Performing Arts in Escondido, California. The bands also perform as a marching band, performing in military ceremonies, street parades, and festivals around the globe. Marine Corps bands take pride in their ability to combine musical excellence with precision marching drill. Marine Corps bands have been featured at marching festivals and military tattoos to include Nova Scotia and Edinburgh. Appearances at such events as the Pasadena Tournament of Roses Parade, the Scottish Highland Games in Pleasanton, California, and numerous other festivals and exhibitions around the world. Marine bands continue to demonstrate the unique pride and precision by which they have distinguished themselves. In addition to concert and marching performances, members of the Marine Corps bands perform in smaller ensembles. Rock bands, show bands, Dixieland bands, jazz combos, woodwind and brass quintets all have opportunities to perform for official functions, recitals, and special events. Marine Corps bands have frequent travel opportunities. Recent performances have taken the Marine Corps bands to Canada, France, Germany, Thailand, Hong Kong, Australia, Russia, Kuwait, and Iraq. It has been said that there is no such thing as an average day in the Marine Corps Band. However, there are several activities that are regularly a part of life. Rehearsals for various performing groups are scheduled on a regular basis for developing new repertoire, and for upcoming commitments and developing skill levels of the ensemble. Marine Corps musical units also operate internal support sections in order to plan and support their musical operations. Bands maintain a public affairs section to provide marketing and administrative support for commitments by helping sponsors prepare promotional materials and printed programs. Another critical support function within the band is the supply section, which maintains accountability of the band's inventory of instruments and equipment while maintaining a database and tracking all gear issued to band members. Loading, staging, and setting up of the equipment are other areas that require organization, planning, and teamwork. Marine Corps musicians take pride in being able to make movement from one location to another quickly, safely, and efficiently. All these support roles are essential in order for the band to execute its busy schedule. Of course, physical training will be a regular part of life in the Marine Corps. Most units have organized physical training sessions at least 3 times per week. The Musician Enlistment Option Program, or MEOP, guarantees qualified applicants assignment to the musician program. Along with this guarantee comes accelerated promotion and specialized musical training at the Armed Forces School of Music in Norfolk, Virginia. The first step in becoming a Marine is to determine that you are mentally, physically, and morally qualified for service in the Marine Corps. Your local Marine Corps recruiter can determine if you meet these qualifications. The recruiter will also provide you with the musician's screening sheet, on which you will self-assess your ability to perform on your instrument and provide information concerning your musical experience. This will be sent to your region's musician placement director, who will contact you to ensure that you are fully prepared for the audition, and then schedule a time to conduct the audition with you. Wind and rhythm instrument auditions consist of a prepared solo, all major and minor scales, and sight reading various styles of music. Percussionists will be expected to perform a snare drum solo, rudiments, and sight reading on a snare drum. The basic music course of instruction includes music theory and ear training classes, private instruction on your instrument, and rehearsal sessions for marching band, concert band, contemporary ensemble, jazz combos, and chamber ensembles. Marines are provided professional quality instruments, receive classes in general military subjects, gain experience in routine duties associated with military life, and maintain physical fitness through an organized physical training program. The basic course of study will be taught over 24 weeks. But if you are up to the challenge, exceptionally qualified musicians can qualify for an accelerated program that allows for self-paced completion of the course requirements in 2 to 4 months. Upon completion of the basic music course, you will report to your first assignment with a Marine Corps band for duty in what is one of the most exciting and rewarding opportunities offered anywhere in the music world. For those of you who are looking beyond the basic opportunities of playing your instrument, there are also formalized leadership positions for which you will have the opportunity to compete based on your performance and demonstrated leadership potential. The formal enlisted positions are drum major, enlisted conductor, and small ensemble leader. These 3 billet holders are central to the coordination, training, and execution of the majority of the band's operation. Essential training for these positions takes place in the bands and also at the intermediate course of study at the School of Music. The 30-week-long unit leaders course provides advanced instrumental instruction, training in arranging music, score study, rehearsal techniques, conducting, drum majoring, chamber ensemble coaching, and leadership of contemporary ensembles. Another opportunity for individuals who desire to learn a technical trade associated with music is instrument repair. Marine musicians who demonstrate the desire and ability to become an instrument repair technician receive training at Southeast Minnesota State Technical College in Red Wing, Minnesota. Then serve as an instrument repair technician in one of the 12 bands. For those exceptionally talented and motivated leaders who further distinguish themselves, the Marine Corps selects its directors or band officers from within the music program. One of the prerequisites for selection is the completion of the advanced course at the School of Music. Are you up to the challenge? Do you desire to be part of the world's premier fighting force, also known for its musical excellence? If so, ask your local Marine Corps recruiter or visit us online at www.marines.com to see if you can become one of the few, the proud, a United States Marine Corps musician.